Good evening, cupcakes. It is a beautiful day here in Bano Station. I hope your day is going wonderfully. You may have noticed that I've got some new shades. What do you think? Hold on. This one? Hold on. Nope. Yeah. Cool new shades. So I did actually manage to find a place that has been having some trouble and needs some reactivation missions going on. I did 9 of them, so this is going to be the 10th one, the last one before we unlock the engineer. And let's go ahead and see. Maybe they're offering some materials that we need. I think maybe surveillance logs, or we could just focus on reputation. Yeah, let's focus on reputation and take the closest one. And, because I don't really feel much like driving, let's go ahead and take an Uber. I mean an Apex. Doing these, ground missions... Wait, what? Thank you. Alright, we'll just go based on that. I guess I accidentally ended up selecting a different planet. So this episode we are going to unlock that engineer that we need 10 restore and reactivation missions for. So we'll get a combat engineer in our back pocket. And then we're going to finish up the 10 combat mission quest thing for the other engineer. I think, hold on, let's check. Adjusting it. Yeah, so dynamic means the Artemis suit and upgrades related to the Artemis suit. I mean, she doesn't actually upgrade the Artemis suit, but anyway, yeah. Strategic, of course, refers to the Maverick suit, and Force refers to the Dominator suit. Yeah. We're not going to be unlocking Kit Fowler for a while. And I know people get like really pissed about like it taking forever to find opinion polls, but it's no big deal. Like, we don't need Kit Fowler right now. We can go with Jude Navarro. And I don't think we'll have access to all of the different engineering upgrades possible for our Dominator suit, but that's fine. I mean, it's gonna take a while for us to upgrade it anyway. Now, so these restore and reactivation missions, sometimes there will be raiders that come in. Sometimes there'll be raiders that are here, or scavengers that are here when you arrive. Sometimes they'll pop in later. I've had it happen a few times. It doesn't happen every time. No, there wouldn't be a data hub there, would there be? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna primarily look for data hubs because those are very good to get. Data is something you always need. But anyway, manufacturing instructions and power regulators are something you need for every single upgrade of every single armor and weapon. Let me see, what was I gonna do? That's right. And then what we can do is we can just check and try and see the data ports. There we go. And we can head in here, and this will also be a good way of keeping track of which buildings we've cleared out. Because we've cleared out the first one on the list, or will be clearing out the first one on the list, that has a data port. Now, a downside of taking Apex here is that we can't bring our e-breach kits. Like, we can call an Apex, actually, and they'll come by and they'll turn that off so we're not wasting energy. And we can grab our stuff from there. That's actually a pretty convenient way to also loot more than your backpack can hold, is to just call an Apex and dump your stuff off in the Apex. And if you take too long, they'll fly away, but you still get to keep the stuff. So But you can also pull out your e-breach kits and things like that. Habitat data port. What? And yeah, it's illegal to download, but it's not like anyone's here to care. But yeah, no, if going off on like all sorts of tangents. If you like want to loot a place but the power's off, then you can call an Apex and pull out a spare power regulator. And yeah. By the way, you'll note down in the bottom left, I have level 3 access. That is something you get with these reactivation missions. Every reactivation mission I've had does that. So, you know. And you can see the alarms going off. That's something to keep in mind if you're trying to be stealthy, is that if you do an illegal download, then the alarms will go off. I think if you disable the alarms, then they won't. But, yeah. Now, because we have level 3 access, we can get the codes to these containers. Like, for example, this is container 9. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to our building exterior surroundings, and then container... Okay, not that. Container 9. 4775. And when we mouse it over, it'll be like, oh, hey, 4775. We don't really need e-breach kits as long as we have the right access authorization. That's the word. Well, there's that data port. Propaganda, I believe, is something that we can use. Sell to bartenders to unlock an engineer. It seems like most everything that is most every piece of data that's actually useful is illegal to download. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, you check up on these these boxes, like right there, carbon fiber plating. That is where you'll get most of your carbon fiber and titanium plating. Is on top of these boxes in warehouses. Controls got a little wonky. If you lose connection for a little bit, you just need to walk back towards it. It's only if you keep going further away after you lose connection that you'll have to restart the download. And now we call an Apex to take us back to the station, and we will unlock. And after looting this area, and so we'll unlock that engineer that wants to make sure that, you know, we're good guys. Anyway, one thing that's nice about the reputation award is that it gets you a lot of standing in the military, in the Navy, and actually we've done enough missions for Empire-aligned factions that we can actually gain our next naval rank. Which, give me just 1 second. Okay, yeah, so we're not going to be able to get the Imperial Courier with our next level up. The system we're in right now, in case you couldn't tell, is currently in a state of famine. And that is why we got a reactivation mission. There's 10 different system states that offer those missions. They're all, you know, negative states, and there has to be a station that's controlled by the faction, ground station that's controlled by the faction that is experiencing that negative state, and they have to be offline. Those stations have to be offline and related to the negative system state. So the reason why we went to an agricultural station is because it's a famine. Surveillance logs. I'm tempted to take that, but you know what? I'll just take the reputation. Alright. And any minute now, we should be getting a message. If we do enough restore reactivation missions, then this place will actually not be in a state of famine anymore. go. Invitation from Jude Navarro. You've made a name for yourself bringing settlements back online. May just be a job to you, but people don't easily forget that kind of help. Come visit my workshop in RI, and I'll look at how we can improve your gear. Jude Navarro. Okay. Where did he say he is? In RI. Alright. Let's see where RI is. .34. That's 6 jumps. Alright. Where are you at? Okay. Well, looks like it's time to bring out our good old friend, the FSS scanner. Alright, might be quite the interesting system. It's a different class. Gas giant with water-based life. Right, 7. Drifting a little bit. An icy body with rings. And there we go. Jude Navarro shared knowledge of another engineer in exchange for 5 genetic repair meds. I think we do have those. Check, I guess. Genetic repair meds. We've got 4. Oh my gosh, we're 1 short. Well, that's fine.
Here's someone. Good to meet you, Commander. I'm Jude, and I'm happy to take a look at any suits or weapons that you want to improve. Make sure you use your gear responsibly, though. The galaxy already has enough people exploiting military tech to step over the less fortunate.
So why are you upgrading military tech? So you can see extra ammo capacity, damage resistance, added melee damage, which is not. We're not going to be adding that. But reload speed and magazine size, we want both of those. Let's go ahead and see what would be required for these. Reload speed, we need production reports. Hey, we got some of those, I think, the last one. Combat training material. Oh, interesting. Okay. And for this, weapon test data and security expenses.
Offers a little extra time in the fight.
Improved hip. Yeah, we're actually not going to want to modify the TK Eclipse anytime soon.
Not today, huh?
Because I don't want to keep hipfire accuracy. That's not great. So for this one, for extra ammo capacity, we need recycling logs, weapon test data, and production reports. Do you see why I prioritize data, though? You see, like, we have enough weapon components, but we need all of this. And again, enough titanium plating, enough carbon fiber plating, enough epoxy adhesive, but we need some more data. Weapon inventory and ballistics data for damage resistance. And added melee damage we're not going to bother with. Micro thrusters. I believe we sold off all our micro thrusters for some graphene last time, but not graphene. Maybe. Anyway, carbon fiber plating to upgrade our Maverick suit. Anyway.
Take your time. I try to keep a stock of genetic repair meds at the base. Don't concern yourself with the reasons. Bring me some, and I'll point you towards a talented friend of mine.
Can I not? Hold on, there we go. Apparently I can't do that with my mouse. So that's 4. We can deliver the other one later, but this frees up some inventory space. So the next place we're gonna go is a system at war. So that we're going to be able to do some ground conflict zones to unlock the next engineer, our first Artemis suit focused engineer. Like, I guess maybe like extra battery capacity and extra air capacity, sprint duration, and jump assist. Like, those are honestly the only things that I can think would be useful for an Artemis suit, and even then, I just All right, so let me show you these system states, right? Lockdown, civil unrest, bust, outbreak, and famine. Those are ones where you won't find dead bodies, but there's also blight, natural disaster, infrastructure.Maybe those are... I guess maybe like outbreak you'll find dead bodies, and civil unrest. I don't know, but there were other ones that weren't included here. Terrorist attack. I believe pirate attack is one of them, but that's not shown here. But Inara has them. Anyway. But now we are going to be looking for systems in war or in civil war. Butas. Hey, I believe that is where our Diamondback Explorer is. No? Ah, it's where our combat ship is. And it's still at war. Okay, well, we'll head over there. And it's only 4 jumps away. No, this is not really viable for us to do. That's not really a viable mission. All right, let's go ahead, replace it again with the Collector Limpet controller. We'll have them transport all of our ships here, and in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, we'll do some combat missions. Let's see. How far away is this? 19,000. Yeah, maybe not. High intensity. There we go. Well, it wouldn't hurt to get to cordial with Butas systems. We could pledge to a power play power. Galactic powers. The only problem is that one of the first ones you should be pledging to is Aisling Duval. She can get you prismatic shielding, which is fantastic. The problem is that we can't really afford it. Wow, look at that. Denton Petraeus, I mean, he controls the system, but oh boy, is he unpopular. What's that exclamation point? Zachary Hudson. Turmoil. Overview under threat. Oh, he's got a negative command capital balance. That's the issue. And really, you just want to be able to have the prismatic shield generators in storage. So prismatic shield generators, they are the next step up, basically. So if you get a 5A prismatic shield generator, then that's the same as getting a 4A, but it fits in a smaller slot. And that is really, really good. That's really good to have. For a number of applications, bi-weave shield generators are better, just because they recharge faster. As a side note, if you're infiltrating a base and you've got a bounty, and you don't want to get security scanned, or if you're carrying illegal goods, you can use these things, hop up on them, and then you can't get security scanned. Just like basically stay out of reach of security scans, and you're good. Cool life hack. You know, it's not a bad idea to just go full plasma. Here's how that would work, right? You would have probably the plasma marksman rifle, plasma shotgun, and then the plasma pistol. You'd use the marksman rifle for long distances. Well, maybe you'd go with the rocket launcher instead. I don't know. But yeah, when you go inside, plasma shotgun is really just the best weapon for close range. Like, by far. We'll just keep doing them. And, I mean, as I've said many times, they are really good for cash.
Action, soldier. Want to cash in your bonds? No problem.
11,500,000. Now, how about that? Different areas. Maybe one of them is not dark. Yeah, Bluetooth systems. Yeah, we can do that. Buzzco's Rest. So that's probably another whatchamacallit, tourist area. It's not what I intended to do. I think what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and pledge ourselves to Aisling Duval. Just while we're on the way, you know? And we can work on that. Now, let's see. So I guess these are the systems that she controls in these areas. Where's her headquarters? Cubeo. Yeah. And so, yeah, we're gonna need to try and get increase our rating. We need to get to rating 3. So, the thing is, you don't lose anything for being pledged to a power. So it's a good idea to just be pledged to a power, no matter what. That's Aisling Duval. As a people, we need to look forward. We need to look forward to the future and not be held back by some of the practices of our past, simply in the name of tradition. Aisling Duval, which I have a sneaking suspicion that if the Marlinist colonies do form their own superpower faction, Aisling Duval is going to be heading it up. Because, like, she's... like, her principles are very similar to the Marlinist colony principles. So we're probably going to want to head over to Cubeo, actually. Once we gain the Empire rank. Anyway, the point is though, is that Aisling Duval is a great power to pledge to, because you get the prismatic shields. But once you get the prismatic shields, her benefits are kind of like eh, and so people generally are like, well, get the prismatic shields and then pledge to other people. And Li Rong Yui is very, very popular to pledge to, cause... hold on. Any ship insurance cost paid in controlled or exploited systems is reduced by 5%, and you get... he also has the pack count rack, which is... that's a great missile rack, by the way. And then... let's see... maybe that's not the one that people recommend. This Lavigny Duval, I believe she increases bounties. Yeah, 100% increase on bounty payouts in controlled/exploited systems, which is crazy good. The Imperial Hammer is not quite as much. There's one, who is it? Zemina Torval. So she gives you access to the mining lance. So this is a mining laser. It's not good at being a mining laser. It's worse than your standard mining lasers, but it can also do damage to ships. It does like a pitiful amount of damage. It's so bad. Like, it's not even worth it. Even if you're worried about pirates, even if you're building a ship, a mining ship that can defend itself from pirates, it's not good. you're better off going with an Imperial cutter and just adding weaponry. See, the enemy AI seems to be based off of, instead of like a server-side calculations, it seems to be based off of your CPU. And so, you know, if your CPU is a little overloaded because you're streaming, or just because like it isn't like super powerful, then the AI can kind of break pretty significantly. You prioritize medium combat zones for grade, like, so for grade 1, it's low intensity conflict zones. For grade 2, it's low and medium. For grade 3, it's medium. For grade 4, it's medium and high, and for grade 5, it's high. And we're out here with one grade 4 weapon and the rest grade 3 in a high intensity conflict zone. But, I mean, you know. So, as has become tradition, we come back from our break, and, I tell you all about this video's sponsor. So, as is tradition, when we come back from break, tell you about our video's sponsor, and that video sponsor is all of my subscribers. I appreciate all of you, and technically this is a reminder to subscribe, but I'm not really chasing higher numbers, you know, make number go bigger. Having 1,000 subscribers would be nice so that I can make community posts and all that kind of stuff, but it's not that important. So even if you're just watching this, I appreciate you. If you're a subscriber, heart hands to you, especially to my #1 fan, #1 subscriber, Philionori. Always have to give a shout out to Philionori because...
Understood. Soldiers gotta eat.
Oh my goodness, 18 million credits. 18 million and a half credits for that.
Well done, soldier.
Let me see what sort of missions are available to us. For ranking up with the Empire. Source 18 units of reactive armor for the Imperial Navy. We've done that before. Well, okay then. And we can get a reputation bonus while we're at it. Rank progression, Serf. Yes. Now, let's see. Mission Depot. Okay, wait. Please don't tell me that it's gonna be as easy as getting the reactive armor here. Because, I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. Okay, yeah. No. Slavery! Imperial slaves. Maybe we should pick up some of those. Alright. Now, how many do we need again? Sorry. 18 units. Okay. Alright, so Joseph Delambre Vision in Mand. That's where we're headed next.
Landing safely completed. Commencing offload. The services of this Imperial facility are at your disposal, Commander.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was told that you guys had reactive armor for me. Okay. So let's go to Kanawas, to the Shoujing terminal in Kanawas. And hopefully they'll have it there.
Landing safely completed. Please shut down all systems. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this facility, Commander.
Seriously? I think I might be in the wrong spot. Best imports. Where to sell reactive armor. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna go to Haley's terminal.
Docking procedure complete. Alight when ready. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
If you say so. Now, my comfort would be much greater if you sold reactive armor, and sure enough, you do. And you got quite a bit of it too. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Alright, 18 in cargo. Good. Deliver items. This is the second time that we have gotten the reactive armor for the Imperial Navy to rank up. Huzzah. And let's see. So yeah, we're 53% of the way to the next rank. The Empire. Cool. Cool. And that's when we'll get the Imperial Courier. I wouldn't mind doing some missions. Is there a high conflict zone here now? No. Should probably relocate to Dozius Terminal. Let's see, how far away is that? 561 light seconds. It's not that much closer. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna do these conflict zones until we get an invite, and then we're going to head over, meet him or her. No, it's Hero Ferrari, Hero Ferrari. I don't know. So we're gonna meet her, and then we're going to head over to Aisling Duval's home base system. Interesting, not particularly. It would be nice to see where we're along as far as the as far as unlocking those engineers go, because it's like, oh yeah, complete 10 ground conflict missions. Okay, how many have I done? All right. So let's see how far Cubeo is away. A 169 light years. Well, okay. And we can check the power play information. You can see headquarters of Aisling Duval. Radius income, upkeep, overhead, radius loss. I don't even know. I don't even know what any of this stuff means, to be honest. Like, I know the CC is like the currency of the power play, and like the command, that's command capital, and the more command capital that a power has, the better. But yeah, I don't really. Any influence change applied in a controlled / exploited system is increased by 10%. She's outside of the top 3, so I don't think that these percentages apply. 100% increase to influence reward in control / exploited systems. So I guess Aisling Duval, she's good for like doing like the background simulation. Like if you want one faction to have control of a system over another faction, then she's good to support. I don't know. After defecting, Aisling Duval's... Okay, well, whatever. Aisling Duval's agents will hunt you down for 1 day. Well, okay.
Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should pull myself out from now. Cause you fucking love it.
So I think we're gonna do one more ground conflict zone. Actually, before we do, I want to check and make sure, because I'm wondering if maybe surface conflict zones. Yeah, and she refers to them as engagements, so pretty sure she's referring to these. It's just, I would have thought we would be at 10 by now. First of all, don't forget to buy limpets when you're going out and doing stuff, but also don't forget to sell limpets when you're done, because you won't be able to switch you won't be able to switch to a ship that doesn't have cargo racks or enough cargo racks to hold the limpets if 15 million credits, 15.5 million. But yeah, so don't forget to buy your limpets, but also don't forget to sell them, because if you don't sell them, then you won't be able to switch to a ship with a cargo hold less than the number of limpets. Always remember, buy your limpets when you're leaving with your ship, sell your limpets when you come back with your ship. Even if you're gonna end up going back out there, still a good idea to sell your limpets, just in case you change your mind or something. But yeah, now, basically, if we need to do any rank up missions, we can always just come here. And Witau Guardians of Tradition, we will always be able to get them. Won't be ever locked behind reputation. That is actually a good way to build reputation with a faction, is to do conflict zones. Now the downside is that it doesn't build any influence for them, and you can't get any materials, any engineering materials. You know, that's another. I didn't even think about it until now, but there's actually another reason why to not like night combat missions. Is because it drains the battery faster to have the flashlight on. Drains the suit battery. And so you gotta recharge it more often. Oh, by the way, fun fact, you actually can cook grenades in this. So watch. See, I'm holding it, and then I throw it. Now, I'm not very good at cooking grenades, but, you know. If I was good at cooking grenades... I mean, I'm pretty sure you can cook grenades. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm interpreting what happened there wrong, and I'm not actually cooking it. For those of you that don't know, what cooking a grenade means that you pull the pin and then you hold it. And so that way it will explode sooner after it hits the ground. The common thing in games like Call of Duty. We'll unlock the engineer yet. If not, I might just head over to the system now and say it's done. Let me go ahead and see though, cause how we're doing with these guys, cause I'm pretty sure we're at maximum friendship with them. With the Witau Guardians of Tradition. Yep. Look at that. The allied bar is all full up. Welcome to Birkin Orbital, Orbital Commander. Watch yourself out there. Things could get hazardous before you know it. What will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Bail. 4 jumps.
Landing complete. Ship secured. We trust this facility will serve you well, Commander.
We at Medupe City are pleased to have you with us, Commander. We're currently enjoying a sustained period of stability, which means there are plenty of job... Anyway. So, yes, we need, looks like we need to get some more reputation. Before we get some stuff done here. So what's the difference between the chain and not the chain? Okay, so this one, so then not the chain, no? This one requires cordial as well. Yeah, I don't know then. Although, while I'm here, let's go ahead and see if we can't visit the engineer's workshop and upgrade our friendship drive. Need some arsenic. Don't need any old lace though. So yeah, I was at like 40 or something like that, 40 light years as my jump range before, and now, let's see, ship stats, 54.71. Unladen, it's almost 60 light years. So we can go far. Power contact, there it is, that's what it is. Isling's media teams use viral propaganda campaigns to capture hearts and minds, showing a new populist vision of the Empire. Deliver Isling media materials to the chosen system to prepare Isling's media assault. Fortify for Isling Duval. Isling's media interests spend vast sums of credits to produce expertly crafted propaganda to help further her cause. Collect Isling program materials from Cubeo and deliver them to contacts in controlled systems to bolster support for Isling within them. And I don't have any sealed contracts to deliver. Okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and do this. Fast track next quota. Oh, interesting. Okay. So yeah, we can... So, yeah, for a half an hour, we wouldn't be able to get more. But if we had, like, a really big hauler, then we could just fast-track it. 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. 2 contacts in controlled systems. Okay... Reach. Fortification will occur unless system is undermined. So let's look at places that actually need help. Okay. Fortification cannot occur until trigger is reached. So Wababa. So I think what we would need to do is we would need to deliver about 800 of these. But we're just gonna, for now, we're just going to deliver these 10. Can you please plot a route? Thank you. It is an interesting consideration. Because, well, it's good to have a high jump range. You really need to consider how fast your engines can get you out of mass lock if you're not going to be jumping like a super long distance. I imagine the amount that's available to us, amount of like material and whatnot available to us increases as we go up in the ranks.
Landing successful. Initiate shutdown sequence.
'Alright, contacts, power contact, 2 contacts in controlled systems. 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 2 cont Yeah, so now it's 10, 43.28. 10 merits gained. We got 1,000 credits from that, so 100 credits per. Nice. Definitely worth. Now let's see what our standing with Aisling Duval is. So earn this week 10 merits. We need 100 merits to unlock rating 2. Which, you know what, that's not that bad. 15 power commodity allocation every half hour. Ah, there it is. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Is that we can get 10 of the propaganda stuff every half hour, even though we're at rating 1. Once we get to rating 5, though, that's 50. But the goal will be to get to rating 3, which shouldn't take too long. I mean, all we gotta do is, like, fast track that stuff, you know? But, still, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get to rating 5. So, I don't know. Probably gonna try and get at least rating 3 in between this episode and next episode. I may just go ahead and do that in the Asp Explorer in Law's Grinder 2. But for now, I think that's going to be everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the rest of your night is a good one, and I will see you later. Heart hands!